show you off in Lambos out on Collins. I be.
Hello, FPSRatchet here for part 2 of our Germany playthrough in Hearts of Iron 4. Today this is going to be a quicker episode than episode 1, because we're not going to be doing as many starting things as we were last episode, and so expect this to be a quicker episode. But since a lot of you people probably did not watch the first episode, at least completely all the way through, I'll just do a quick 1-minute recap of what we did last time. So last time, our main work was in the National Focus tree, in which we did this. We're pretty much all the way done with the more economic side of the National Focus. We're going to get the extra research slot next, and that's pretty much going to be it for the political side for now. Then I'm planning on going over here, occupying the Rhineland. This is what's going to give us Austria. And then over here, this is sort of where you go down for, World War II. And down here too. So that's pretty much it for the National Focus. There's not a whole lot new at the moment. As you can see, we're training a bunch of troops, and they should be fairly done soon. But considering over here in our research, it's going to take us a long time to research tanks themselves. Looks like the Panzer, it's going to take us 539 days, even though this is a good tank. I'll start out training some of the Panzer divisions, but not a whole lot. For now, it's just going to be 5 divisions. And those are going to spawn right there. Then, as you can see, I might actually put a little bit more. Like, I'll put 8. Because if there are 24 maximum, it's going to be 8 at most. So we don't really need any more at the moment. So that's all our troops for now. I'll go ahead and speed up time while we do a little bit of waiting. Again, it's not going to be as long of a video, and we're probably not going to go all the way to 1938 today, considering it took us like half an hour. Okay, there's paratroopers finished. So it's not 1938. Not going to do a whole lot here. Then I'm trying to think what we should do. I might go for more of an engineering thing. So we're both researching. Looks like we're researching a lot of stuff. Oh, it's 1937, so I'll go for concentrated industry 2, and then I've got quite a bit of industry stuff to work on. So that's what I'll be working on for National Focus from now on. So you can see our fuel is pretty much full. It looks like the Lithuanian troops aren't doing too well. There's not a whole lot now. I guess I'll take a look at logistics. It looks like we have a small deficit of artillery. So once in the construction menu, let's see how those factories are working on. Those should finish. Okay, let's see. So these should finish fairly soon, within the next 6 months or so. So hopefully by the end of the video, again, we're going to go over to industry again and improve machine tools. That should make it more efficient. There's our National Focus completed. So we now, I'll pause it for a second, but we now have our second National Focus that our last National Focus that we're going to work on. Extra research slot. So then, this should only take us 70 days. Let's go ahead and start that. Then, let me see if there are any new troops trained. It looks like a lot of them are sort of low on equipment. But that's not a huge deal, considering a lot of these are getting, as soon as these finish their equipment, they should be good. And then, we only really need one of these at the moment. It's surprising, considering a lot of these are pretty well trained up. Oh, I think they're just training to Oh, that's odd. Okay, because we started all these at the same time. I don't know what's going on there. Looks like our fuel's full. Not a whole lot's happened since the last episode. I haven't really played. Here's the Spanish Civil War going on right now. Looks sort of like nationalist Spain is winning. Yep, as you can see. Definitely looks like they're winning. Well, that's realistic. Looks like they've got some sort of dust cloud kicked up by Morocco. This now disappeared. There's our radio completed. France and Britain announce allies. Calling upon the bonds forged during the Great War, France has requested a formal alliance with Britain, citing unspecified threats against the stability of Europe. Today the request was approved by the British Parliament and France has joined the Allies. So, as you can see, we completed radio, but we don't really need to go too much farther on radar at the moment. These are the things I really want to start working on, like construction 2, which is going to take us a fair bit to make. Then I'm also going to change the political mobilization to war economy. Actually, I don't have it quite yet because I need a higher war score. So I'm thinking what I can do at the moment, and because I have a lot of political power that I don't really need. So I'll add. Ooh, Gobbles looks good in terms of war support, especially so we can get a future person. And then for tank designers, we want Porsche, I think. Yep, I will get okay, that has a higher reliability and that has okay, I don't really know which one I want to go for yet. Looks like we finished a submarine or destroyer. Well, it might have actually been a destroyer. So that means I will make a light cruiser instead. It's taking a surprising amount of time. Okay, there's our national focus done, along with looks like some research. Oh yeah, because we have our extra slot. I'm going to go for fuel refining. And for our new national focus, we're going to remilitarize the Rhineland. So I don't plan to get super far on this. It's like maybe only to there and there before I actually do some war. This is going to be a fairly beginner, basic playthrough. As you can see over here, this is the Rhineland. Germany still has control of it to this day. The German passenger airship Hindenburg was destroyed today while attempting to dock at the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in the United States. For reason not yet determined, the airship was engulfed in flames, crashed to the ground, claiming 35 lives. Due to the scarcity and expense of helium and the U.S. ban on exporting it, Hindenburg, like all German passenger airships, was ultimately engineered to use hydrogen, which provides greater lift but is also flammable. With public faith shaken by this disaster and the rise of much faster passenger aircraft, this could spell the end of the era for airships. And as you probably know, it did. Oh, come on. With the tensions rising around the globe, the U.S. Congress has been in the scene of intense discussions about the role of the United States should play in the world stage. Many members are concerned that President Franklin Delano Roosevelt might secretly be planning to intervene in a European or Asian war. Some still remember the role of the country played in the Great War, and are anxious to keep the United States out of foreign entanglements. Eager to show up support for his proposed programs or economic reform, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed the Neutrality Act into law, which places heavy restrictions on trade with nations at war, specifically prohibits the president from offering any kind of support to other nations. Okay. As they do, the U.S. will later get involved into both a European and an Asian war. Okay, it looks like wow, we actually have civilian factories done and some research. So It should be enough, so I'm just going to start building military factories now that I've built up all those civilian factories. Like, I'll put 3 there for now. Then I can choose a new research. I will go for rubber processing, because rubber is very useful, especially with the construction of a lot of tanks. And we have more civilian factories. So as I said, it didn't give us a whole lot, so I'll build just a couple more. I'll fill out this place right there, so I'll build 2 more. China declared war on communist China. As we can go over to China, there's China, communist China, a lot of stuff's going on, and it looks like a U-boat finished, I think. So I'll just build a new one. And it also looks like, see if there's anything new. We've got anti-tank artillery, but I don't know if it's really needed. Let me check our production. Our recruit and deploy menu, where we can see through the Panzer Division. Are we using anti-tank and infantry? Okay, it does not look like we're using anti-tank, so it's not a huge deal that we're not building it. They're a little slow on the building, though, which is a shame. We definitely need higher factory output. I'll just go for oil processing for now. And since we've got another slot available, and it's the same year, I'll probably just go for the land doctrine. Or, yeah, I'll go for the land doctrine for now. Amelia Earhart disappears. Okay, it looks like we've built more factories, which means I'll spend another one on building up our artillery, which I think is the main thing holding us back. We can tell from the logistics menu. Yep, it is. So we definitely need more artillery. So now I'm probably going to go for... it's hard because I don't really want to go super far ahead. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm just going to worry about that later. Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory close to the French border, clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. The local population cheered the German soldiers on, while diplomatic reactions from France and Britain have so far been muted. It is no more than Germans walking into their own backyard, a political commentator in Britain observed. So, leadership purges in the Soviet Union, and we completed the Rhineland National Focus. So let's just quickly, I have the game paused, I'll just finish this up real quick. So, I'll probably go, I eventually want to get the Bismarck and stuff, but those are going to take a long time to research. So I'll probably, for now, just go for the naval doctrine. Or the air doctrine, actually. Oh, wait, hold on, we're on this one. And for our national focus, we are going to... Oh, we do not have 500,000 manpower. We are almost there. So for now, we'll just befriend Japan or China. I'll say Japan. Trying to make this fairly historical. So it hasn't been a super... Oh, as you can see, world tension has increased. Okay. Japanese and Chinese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. China has rejected Japan's demands for an apology and territorial concessions, claiming instead that the breaking point of Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats fear that the volatile situation could result in war any time. Shanxi joined the Chinese United Front. Japan declared war on Shanzai. As I was saying, a lot of it's actually come from Japan, which is surprising because normally it's us that causes all the world tension. Then we just sort of drag Japan into it. It looks like there was a fair amount of troops completed. Oh yeah, that was it. We put them in that territory, I think, so I don't think that guy has any. I can check. Yeah, this guy's separate. So I'm just going to put this guy into a separate training thing and try to get him to level 3. As I was watching the video last time, I realized this guy would probably be the best to train. Or to train them. So they are going to be trained up to level 3, which shouldn't take them too long. As you can see, it's already building up quite fast. It's already at 7%, almost at 10% already. Once they're done, they'll be finished, and I'll move them to one of the fronts, likely the eastern. But we already have quite a bit of troops built up. In total, it looks like we have, I can tell from here, I think, or we have about 500,000 in the, oh, we need 4,000 more. Oh, come on, we're so close. Now we definitely need more artillery. Oh, we have 3 military factories, didn't even notice. Add another one. Oops, wrong thing. We definitely need more artillery. Then as you can see, the production cap is still fairly far away. That just makes it quicker with no real benefit. So, quick math will tell us that we have 74 factories built, which is okay, but I'll build another couple. I know I keep saying I'm going to finish building all these factories and then never do. But this should be the last, because I feel like 80 is the most we'll need. So I'll just build. So we have 74. So we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There we go. Now for our 3 military factories, we're just going to put it straight on artillery. Then for our research slot, I'm going to pause this. And I'm going to go for excavation 2. As you can see from the resource menu, we are doing fairly well. Although I think we're importing quite a bit from the Dutch East Indies. As you can see. Taking quite the route out here. And stopping in this port of Sumatra. Here at the Dutch East Indies. Very valuable asset, because look how much rubber they give you. And then is that the only resource we are importing? We're also importing some tungsten from Sweden, which I think is coming via land. No, it looks like it's coming via convoy, but over very short distances. That's the only stuff we're importing. We make our own oil, even if it's not a whole lot. Okay, so there's our research done. And still spending quite a bit of time on that one. It's hard to know what to research because I don't want to go too far ahead in time. I might research the Panzer. Nah, that's still too long. I'll probably wait until 1938 to research it. But there's not a whole lot of stuff we can research is the problem. I guess I'll just do the naval doctrine. Okay, I'll do the convoy interdiction. It's going to take us a long time, but it's needed. So let's see how they're doing here. Looks like they're doing quite well. Doesn't look like they're that. It looks like they're sort of hungry. And not doing too well in terms of exercise, but I can sympathize after my cross-country practice today. Okay, our national focus is complete. So we don't have the 500,000 manpower yet, which stinks considering we're 4,000 short. So for now, I'll just I don't want to worry about the Eastern Front too much, so I'll go with Army Innovations, going to try to ally with the Soviet Union. Then in about October, I'll end the video. So it's not a whole lot. I know it's been a fairly slow video, but I promise if you stick around, and it's going to get a lot more interesting once we go into actual war. Now we're just preparing for the inevitable war. It's not inevitable. I guess we could live out the entire time as a peaceful nation doing nothing, but that wouldn't be that interesting. I'll probably go until this research is finished. Let's see how... I'll just go until the armies are finished. That way I can sort of show me reallocating them. As you'll see, I'll unassign this entire squadron and move them east. Okay, we've got about 5 more days. It shouldn't take us too much longer. It's a fairly slow process in the beginning, but it does get a lot more interesting. Okay, they have all but 2 have... Okay, all have been promoted. So I'm going to deselect, or not deselect, I'm going to undo all of them and move them up there. In the meantime, our research slot is finished. Well, the slot isn't finished, but the research is finished. So I'll just quickly we're going to do military police. And then I'm going to end the video. So, as I said, not a whole lot happened today, just a lot of building stuff up. Although, if you stick around, it's going to be a lot more interesting. So, thank you guys for watching. Please come back to the next video, which I should upload on Saturday. So, I will see you next time. Bye.